Oh, I think I might know what she's doing. Maybe? Oh yeah, I know what she's doing. I know what she's doing. Here we go. Abby's got this.
Probably chopping my finger off.
No, you got this. Hey, Abby's first ever. Nice. Yeah, sweet. No, you got this. Hey, we're out here bright and early this morning with the brand new release from E-Flite. It's their UMX Slow Ultra Stick, or Abby?
Sus.
That's right. So it is a little suspicious. No, I don't know. It's a fun. I love the full-size Slow Ultra Stick. Now they've got a smaller version, and let me tell you, this thing is tiny. It reminds me a lot of the UMX Vapor and the Night Vapor, if you guys are familiar with that. And I think it falls under that same category. The reason we're out here so early today is to beat the wind, because this is a little 1S, very lightweight airplane. It comes in two options: bind and fly at around 120 and ready to fly at around 150. We'll have them both linked in the description box below. We have the ready to fly version. It comes with everything you need to get in the air, and the assembly of this airplane was very easy. Believe it or not, the main wing actually clips into place. You install the landing gear and the prop just clicks in, and mine did come with a little bit of damage on the wing. I'm sure that likely won't affect it very much.
Well, a lot of times you get pre-flown stuff, right?
And this has been pre-flown, yeah. Basically, this is going to be a no wind flyer, not some wind or little wind, but no wind or indoor flying. And they released it at a good time because the weather is getting bad and people, especially up north, will be flying indoors. I'm very excited to see how this does. I think it'd be cool to get a little flight time with Abby on this thing too. Maybe, what do you want to mate it? Well, you should maiden this.
Okay.
Yeah, let's have Abby fly this. So let's go.
Let's just do movie magic and you actually fly it first and then I fly it, but reverse it for the viewers.
Okay, we can do that. Look at that push rod bend. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Need left rudder. Can't do it.
Do you have throttle?
Yeah. Throttle cut. See?
No ailerons on
No, just elevator and rudder. Okay, Abby is going to give you guys an air show. Here we go. Nice. And
how long has it been since I've flown? Someone go find my last flight video.
Well, what's really cool about this airplane is it's under two.
Turns. And Nate was not struggling with left-hand turns at all when he did not fly it first.
Okay, so there's a reason why I will fly an airplane before Abby, even something light like this, and you'll see that when I fly this after Abby's flight.
We're just being goofy,
yeah.
But I don't like to maiden things. I really do not like it. Nate is a way more experienced pilot, and if you are not as skilled of a pilot, I highly recommend, if you build a plane, to have someone else look it over and maiden it.
Sure, a lot of people do that.
Where it needs to go. Well, a lot of people do that, but then there's a lot of people that don't realize other people do that.
Yeah.
And then they go and crash their first plane.
Sure.
And they don't understand, well, why did Billy down the road have such success and I didn't?
Well, probably because Billy down the road had John Doe, which was a really good pilot, maiden his plane for him.
Yep.
So if you're a member of a club, this happens a lot. When we were members of our old club, people even asked me to maiden their stuff for them if they had a new airplane to make sure.
This has safe.
It does.
Does this do anything?
You should be able to do a loop with that.
Okay,
no rolls. This is just three.
Cut.
Yeah, so don't hit throttle cut. And that's why I don't like throttle cut. Especially on an airplane like this. I don't think it needs throttle cut.
Am I in beginner? Is that where I'm?
Yeah, you're in beginner. So
what do I need to put it on?
just,
Intermediate or?
I would go advanced. Just try to do a loop. There you go, nice.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah, good job.
Okay, I did not think that would do a loop that easy. Wow.
Yeah, that's good.
Sorry I'm so high, but
well,
let me think how to do it.
girl,
Hold
I
it.
gotta admit, I've lost you, so get it
That's all
low.
right. This one's like a little paper airplane. I was not able to successfully do a roll. So I will be surprised if you can do a roll, but also...
No, it's 3 channels, you can't do rolls.
Well then why didn't you say something?
I was saying it's 3 channels and... Yeah, no rolls, just the loop.
Well, the loop was super easy. I'm gonna land it so you guys can see Nate's not first flight.
Yeah, nice. Pretty cool though that you maidened this.
butter.
Yeah, that's a great.
Butter.
Yeah, good
10
job.
out of 10. Thumbs up for that landing. That was sheer perfection. Nate is definitely not flying this first. He definitely flew this second.
There we go. That's what's safe on. Oh, what an easy little thing to fly, Abby. You will have had much success with this. Oh, this is fun and confusing.
Hurts my brain a little bit.
Yeah.
Have fun.
I have to talk about the maneuvers you did, even though you haven't done them yet.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
the circles I did were amazing.
Left-hand turn is struggling, and that's because that push rod was bending. It couldn't push hard enough, so we got nice right-hand turns. Look at that. But when I go left, it's like, ugh, I can't do it. It's really struggling. And that's probably good that I flew this first, so you know that going into it.
You didn't fly it first then.
Well, see, that's full left. Okay, now I finally got there, but man, it really needed to push that rod. And we are in high rates. Let's go to low, and there's full left. I'm pushing full left, full left. I'm above the little instrument there. I'm over the runway. Okay, so it definitely wants to fly outdoors in high rates. And boy, I just don't have any left-hand turn. So you're really doing right and then holding full left to hold it straight. That is wild. Wow. And I think it's because that push rod just cannot make the control surface go left. I am surprised by this. So I'm really struggling to get this airplane to fly left. Right, and I get it, but I have to hold it for a long time. Here's what happens when I push left. Well, nothing. Here's what happens when I push right. Get a nice, tight right turn the way it should. Now when I push left, it's full left, full left. I'm holding full left, holding full left, holding full left. Finally, it goes left. So I'm not exactly sure why that's happening, but as you saw at the beginning of the video, the push rod for that servo for the rudder is bending rather than holding straight to actually allow the airplane to turn. So bit of a struggle, and I'm surprised by that because generally UMX airplanes are perfection out of the box. So yeah, that's wild. Abby, let's do a little landing here, and then I do want to try an advanced mode, and I want to get you in the air too, which people will have already seen, right? Okay, I see the issue, right? And so hopefully when Abby has flown, and you already watched Abby fly, she didn't experience this issue. So watch what happens when I go right rudder, it's fine. When I go left rudder, see it bending out? Yep. Well, I realize now there's a clip or a channel for that push rod to sit in. Do you see that?
I see.
And it's not sitting in there, so let's move that over.
Good to know.
And clip it in. Now let's see if that has a more effective, I think it does, I can tell already. Right rudder's fine. Left rudder.
It's still bending.
It is bending, but look, I have a lot more movement. So yeah, it's bending some, see that?
I see.
But not as much.
Okay.
And see how much more it's moving now, the rudder? So I think it'll fly much better for you.
All right, now that we're done playing mind games and we're back in real time.
I don't think this airplane needs throttle cut. So this, I'm sure everyone at Horizon would disagree with me. It's probably a good habit to be in, to have throttle cut on your airplane and get used to having throttle cut. I'm sure that's what everybody would say. But I don't think this airplane needs throttle cut. You're not losing a fingy or a hot dog over the propeller on this airplane.
Just because you wouldn't lose a finger doesn't mean it wouldn't hurt.
Well, listen, here's what happens. So new guys flying, which by the way, left hand and right hand turns are great now. New guys flying, you got 2 switches up there. Actually 3, but the 2 are easy access. And you go out of safe and you're in advance and you're ready to try your first loop, and Abby did a great job with her loop, but you get a little disoriented. So throttle cut. What happened? What happened? I have no power over my airplane. So, you know, I have control over it. I glided it back down. But a new guy might lose control of their airplane and crash it when they hit that throttle cut, not realizing what happened. I thought I hit safe, but when in reality they hit throttle cut. Personally, I think throttle cut is a reason for a lot of crashes in the RC world. It's a good safety thing to have, but I don't know. I don't know. Throttle cut. There's just a lot of goofy things in this world, and throttle cut's one of them.
This plane just disappears.
So this is a perfect little lightweight flyer, right? I would say it's a good trainer plane, But in a lot of ways it's not, because we're very lucky and blessed right now to have no wind, and it's flying really well. But if there was much wind, this is going to fly like the UMX Night Vapor, or just Vapor, and not fly well in wind at all. It's an indoor flyer or a no wind flyer. It's 3 channels, it's very limited. And as long as you fall under that category of no wind or flying indoors, you're gonna love this.
Seems like it has a long flight time.
Long flights, that's what I was gonna say.
Can you go up and then spiral it down?
Sure, let's try it. So again, it's a 1S battery. Now it's 150 milliamps, so it's perfectly balanced. Although it actually feels slightly tail heavy.
No one likes tail heavy.
Tail heavy is never a good thing. Okay, here we go. You wanna spiral it down, yeah? Okay, that's a spiral down. That's about as good as it gets.
I had such high hopes.
Yeah, it's 3 channels. Remember, I don't have aileron control.
Well,
so
can you flat spin it?
that was my attempt at a flat spin. So, nice and slow flyer. Just simple, 3 channels.
Let's see a touch and go.
I can do that. There we go.
And Nate will.
Oh,
It.
yeah, let's see it. You ready?
Snap!
Full throttle, baby. Snapping it. And that was your snap.
Woohoo! That was like a little roller coaster bump.
It's fun. It's a cute little flyer. Lightweight, no wind. Not a trainer because of the wind. Although it's so easy to fly. I just don't want someone's first airplane experience or second or third to be with this, and you know, 99% of the time we have wind.
I think this is a very niche, or niche, however you want to say it, airplane.
I agree. And that's kind of cool, because we all complain that E-Flite doesn't come out with enough new stuff. And
It's
you
just
could
another
say,
timber.
You could say this is not new because it's just a smaller version of their slow ultra stick, their sus. But they did have to tool this. They had to design it. They had to get new parts to make it this, right? This is an all new airplane, even though it is a smaller
Gain
version.
some altitude. We're going to do something crazy.
All right. Inverted flight?
I mean, you can do that. Go for it.
Let's try it. Okay, here we go. Inverted?
Oh, from a loop.
It rolled over because of that adhesion, so I couldn't even hold it.
All right.
All right, what's the crazy?
Ready?
Yep. What are we doing? It's in advanced mode. Here's safe. Okay. All right, Abby's got it. I can't see the camera, so what's going on? Hey, I can't see the camera. I can't see it because I don't have my right glasses on, Abby. So I'm going to record you because I can't see it. Oh, I think I might know what she's doing. Maybe? Oh yeah, I know what she's doing. I know what she's doing. Here we go. Abby's got this.
Probably chopping my finger off.
No, you got this. Hey, Abby's first ever. Nice. Yeah, sweet. No, you got this. Hey.
I wish when we were going to, what was it called? E-Fest.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day, we had something like that.
I know, this would have been the perfect E-Fest.
We had nothing back then to fly.
They did, Hobbyco had a little green and white.
Fly zone.
Fly
zone something.
It was almost like sus. It was like a funny little name like that.
I remember it.
Ah.
But we didn't have it back then, I don't
Well,
think.
we got it the second time we went to
Did
E-Flite, or not E-Flite, the
E-Fest.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with E-Flite.
Believe it or not, that's a 50C discharge rating 1S battery. I don't know how that's even physically possible, but that's what the sticker says. And that's what we're flying on with this. It just held on with that soft Velcro and then the harder Velcro there on the airplane.
Oh,
and
whoops. I'm
literally,
so sorry if that's all been blurry. It's very bright out.
Literally, there's nothing holding that on. There's no strap or anything other than just that Velcro. So, but it works. And thank goodness we figured out this. And I think that's important to show because it's very likely when you get your airplane, yours could come with that control rod popped out of place like ours was. I mean, that's really important for everybody to look that over before they go fly, because hey, if you take this out to maiden it and just like us, you get it in the air and it's only doing right-hand turns and not left-hand turns or whatever it was, then now you know what to look over before you go fly it. So anyway, that's the E-Flite UMX Slow Ultra Stick. It's a pretty cool airplane, but like Abby said, a niche or niche market most likely for this, but I think it's a welcome airplane in their lineup of airplanes. Now this will be linked in the description box below, both versions, okay? And we do that mainly so you guys can support us, honestly. It's a good way to support our channel, to say thanks. It doesn't cost you a single extra penny, but it takes a little less money going to these guys and a couple bucks going to us if you use that link to place your order. You also get some points too, but it puts you in the right direction for the right airplane, because there will be knockoffs of this down the road and we don't want you guys to pick up the wrong thing too. So very cool, linked in the description box. I want to say a massive thanks to God for blessing us with this beautiful day, this perfect day to fly this airplane. And just all the blessings in our life, just everything. Being here, I'm so grateful for it, and I'm so grateful for you guys too. And for that, I thank God. I also want to say a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do without our insanely awesome Patreon support. We'd love it if you guys considered signing up for Patreon. That'll be linked in the description box below as well. Now, if you guys like ready to fly airplanes under $200, we'll have a hand-picked video popping up right about now just for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there. Bye!